Welcome back to this episode of Cooking with Gus. We are making a new rendition of veggie enchiladas. We've already made one with sweet potato and black beans, but this one has some red peppers and broccoli, onion, and black beans, and spinach for a little extra oomph in the veggies. As Popeye, Popeye wants the veggies. Anyway, the spinach. We're gonna start with the sauce. So we're gonna start with the sauce, as we said, and we got our saucepan about at a medium and it's warming up. Once it's ready, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of oil and get that warmed up. And we already made our spice mixture, and what's in here is about 3 tablespoons of flour. We got 1 tablespoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin, and then about a teaspoon of garlic powder, quarter teaspoon of dried oregano, salt and pepper, pinch, and then a small itty bitty amount of cinnamon for that extra spice. You can tell Gus is excited about this. Alright, so our pan is warm, so we're gonna put the oil in. Should cover the bottom. So our oil mixture is hot enough, and we're gonna add the flour and we're gonna mix constantly. Okay, so we whisk for about a minute, and then you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, if you can get it off. So we added 2 cups of vegetable broth to our mixture, and we are going to let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Alright, so our sauce thickened up, as you can see, so we're going to turn off the heat. We're going to add a splash of apple cider vinegar. So I added a splash of apple cider vinegar, give it a little more acid, mixed it in, and then we're just going to set it aside until we need it for our chadas. For our filling, we're going to warm up medium pan at medium heat, and it's important that you get your mise en place ready because there's a lot of cutting. The broccoli, you want to turn it into bite-sized pieces, and the red pepper diced, and combine it into a big bowl. Then you want to dice up your red onion. So you're going to use 1 whole red onion, 1 red pepper, and about 2 to 3 broccoli crowns, depending on the size. Your best judgment. And then we're gonna start with the onion once our pan is heated up. All right, so we're gonna start our chata filling. Add some oil, enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Mix it up all around. We're gonna start with the onion, and we want to cook it for about 5 minutes or until it's translucent. So you can add a little bit of salt onto your onion. You want to layer the flavor, as my wife says. So our onions are ready. You can see they're translucent and sweating. Now we're going to add our broccoli and red pepper. Mix it up. And we are trying to cook it with the top on. So you're going to occasionally stir your broccoli, red pepper, and onion mixture. And you can see how that broccoli piece, right here, if I can get one, it's turning really bright and shiny. We're going to do this for about 8 to 9 minutes. As Gus awakes. So this is what our final product is going to look like. Some bright green broccoli. Everything is looking real steamy a bit. Now we're going to add some spices. Got to layer that filling. We're going to add some cumin. Just pour it on there. Give it to me. Mm-hmm. Probably about like a teaspoon. Maybe more if you want that flavor. And then a dabble of cinnamon. So you're gonna cook that for about 30 seconds. It'll become really fragrant. Then we're gonna wilt the spinach in our mixture. So slowly add the spinach and then, put some of the hot filling ingredients onto the spinach so it'll wilt down. So you're gonna keep doing this, keep adding the spinach, make sure it wilts until you're done with the entire bag. Popeye would be very proud of us. So our filling has been wilted down. So we're gonna add a whole can of beans, black beans, to our big bowl. We're gonna add about a 1/4 cup of cheese. You can use cheddar, you can use, other cheeses. That's good enough. Monterey Jack, that's what I was thinking of. I didn't remember the words. And you're gonna add the filling. We like to add, I can get it open, a dabble of Cholula for a little spice. So if you want some spice element into it, add some Cholula, mix it up. You're gonna add about a 1/4 cup of the sauce into the filling, even more flavor. And then mix that up. So we are going to start to build our enchiladas. Want to set the oven to 400 degrees. Yeah, Gussie, I know. I'm hungry too. Okay, so you want to get a 9x13 dish, and then you want to spray it. So then you can ladle some sauce on the bottom. A little bit more. Mix it up, spread it around. And then we're gonna build. All right, so we're gonna build. So you can take any type of tortilla, flour, medium tortillas, that's our preference. And, take the filling and add to it. Be careful not to overstuff. We're really good at that. Wrap it real tight. Roll it up, put it, bean slippage. Bean slippage. That's okay. You're just gonna keep doing that until you fill the entire pan. So we finished filling our tortillas. Now we're just gonna ladle the sauce all over. Just dump it, just make sure everywhere has some sauce. Spread it out. So our dish is fully covered in our sauce, and now it's time to cheese it up. I got the extra thick slices, not slices, shredded Monterey Jack, cheddar, and quesadilla cheeses. For our topping, you can use cotija, just cheddar, whatever, but make sure you just really get all the cheese. All right, so our dish is ready. Now I'm just gonna put it in for 20 minutes, and if the cheese isn't ooey gooey enough for you, you can just add it in for an extra 5 minutes or so. Okay, so we have filled some treats into this puzzle game for Gus, and he is going to have to find them. So let's see how Mr. Gus does. Okay.
Good boy. Uh-oh, he's distracted. He's back. All done, and now he wants to destroy.
All right, it's been 20 minutes. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah. Look at that topping. All right. Ready to taste it. Get a little avocado. Okay, now that I can chew without being interrupted by my dog burping, it tastes really good. It's crunchy from the oven and it's really ooey gooey. It's really flavorful. It's not too hot from the Cholula, but there's some subtle tones of pepper and the chili powder really come through. So 10 out of 10, and recommended with some guac. Avocado smashed up. See you next time.